Have you ever experienced something so unexpected in your life that you never even imagined it was meant for you? Yet somehow, it starts happening anyway. And later, you realize it wasn't luck. It was your own actions, your patience, your choices that quietly shaped everything. People laugh at you, they doubt you, they make fun of your struggle. But still, you keep trusting yourself, and slowly things begin to change in a way no one expected. This is the story of a man named Advik. Advik was a poor fisherman who lived by the sea. Every morning before sunrise, he would take his small wooden boat into deep water, hoping for a good catch. But most days, the ocean gave him nothing. Sometimes a few fish, sometimes just silence. The villagers had stopped believing in him. They mocked him often. "You're wasting your time," they would say. "The sea doesn't belong to you." But Advik never replied. He only smiled quietly and said, "The sea always speaks, just not to everyone at the same time." Day after day, he kept going. Empty nets became normal. Struggle became routine. But still, he never stopped. One morning, the sky was heavy and gray. Most fishermen stayed on land that day, but Advik still went into the sea. Hours passed, no catch, no movement, only endless water and wind. Then suddenly, his net pulled down violently. Something was stuck. Advik struggled and slowly pulled it up. At first, he thought it was a large catch of fish, but when it came closer, he froze. It was an octopus, tangled and struggling in the net. But something felt different. It wasn't just movement. It felt aware. The octopus wasn't attacking or panicking wildly. It was trying to escape carefully, almost intelligently, as if it understood its situation. Advik stared at it for a long moment. Most fishermen would have kept it, sold it, used it. But Advik didn't. He slowly untangled it with patience and gently placed it back into the sea. For a moment, the octopus didn't leave. It stayed near the surface, still watching. Advik whispered softly, "Go. You belong to this ocean, not my net." And then it disappeared into the deep blue water. Advik returned empty-handed again that day. Days passed, nothing changed. The villagers kept laughing. Life stayed the same. But something inside Advik had changed. He no longer fished with frustration. He fished with patience, as if waiting for something he couldn't explain. Then one morning, everything shifted. His net became heavy again, but this time, it didn't feel random. It felt intentional. When he pulled it up, fish were everywhere, more than he had ever seen in his life. And then he saw it. Near the surface of the water, the same octopus. But now it looked larger, stronger, calmer. It didn't disappear like before. Instead, it moved around his boat, guiding fish directly toward his net. Day after day, the same thing kept happening. Whenever Advik went into the sea, abundance followed. And always, the octopus appeared. Never close enough to touch, never far enough to forget. Just silently present, like a guardian of the deep. Advik never told anyone, because he knew no one would believe him. They would call it luck, coincidence, imagination. But he knew it wasn't. It was something returned. Years passed. Advik grew old. His hands weakened, but his respect for the sea only deepened. One final day, he took his boat out for the last time, not to fish, but to say goodbye. He sat quietly, watching the endless water that had tested him his entire life. And then he whispered, "Thank you for remembering me." For a moment, the sea stayed still. The octopus appeared one last time. It didn't come close. It didn't leave. It simply stayed there, as if acknowledging him. And slowly, it vanished into the depths of the ocean forever. Advik smiled for the first time in peace, but the question still remains. Was it really the octopus that changed Advik's fate? Or was it his silent patience that made even the ocean respond to him?